How's it going, guys? I wasn't able to get out and go fishing today, but I thought a fun video idea might be to go through like my tackle box, I'm gonna call it a tackle box tour. I can show you what tackle box I use, show you what kind of baits and stuff I usually keep in here, and kind of tell you what I like to use the most, what I haven't really caught anything else. You know, it might be kind of fun just to go through and show you guys. So, this is the tackle box I use. As you can tell, it's made by Shimano. It's a backpack. It's really nice. It has a rain fly. Got quite a bit of storage. It's a couple like accessories, say if you want to use pliers or a knife or something on the outside of it. It's pretty cool. I've had this one for a few years. I got them right when they first started coming out with them. It's only like 160 bucks. It's not too bad. I use it for everything. All my fishing needs on the boat, I take it with me. Shore fishing, anything. And that's it. So without further ado, let's crack into it. We'll go kind of what I'm thinking is going to be a little like least interesting to maybe a little bit more interesting. All right, so we'll get started here. Start on the outsides. So I got some pliers in here. 2 sets of pliers, I guess. There's 2 identical pouches on the sides. There's that one and there's this one here. This one I have just a little bit of terminal tackle. This thing's gonna be a little bit disorganized. I haven't cleaned it out in a while, and I used to do it every time I went fishing, but the past couple times I haven't. So things aren't probably gonna be in the spot they should be. I got some Berkley power bait walleye attractant. I think it's a scam. It doesn't really work that I could tell. Maybe I'm not using it right. I don't know. But I know Berkley makes a good product, but I just can't seem to justify it. I bought it to pour in some of those Berkley night crawlers. I accidentally left the pouch open and they got kind of dried up, so I bought that one and a crappy one. I carry a couple different lines in here. You see that I fish a lot with an ultralight reel, so I carry some extra 4-pound tests because I do break off pretty easily with that thing, and I don't really want to run out while I'm on the thing. It can only hold 70 yards on the spool, and this is a 330 yard 4-pound test, so I can restring it pretty quick if I need to. I got a 10-pound line. I use it for like little leaders and stuff if I'm tying like a catfish rig or something, or I'll show you one of my favorite baits to use. It's called a double fluke rig, and it's really nice, kind of like a topwater bass if it's a lot of weeds. This is that other power bait. That's the crappy one that I used. So in here I have these Pro Design Gilly lures. They're pretty cool. I just got these. They look really good in the water. They swim, just a swim bait. I have not caught anything with them yet. I just bought them kind of to try them out. I do a lot of multi-species fishing. My whole life I've grown up fishing with my dad. He's a walleye angler first, and whatever he catches after that comes second to him. He doesn't really care. So I don't do the most just straight bass fishing. I haven't used these yet. These are the Saucy Swimmers by Guggen. They look really nice. I like the colors of them, but like I said, I haven't really fished with them yet. So usually I go with my dad and we're trying to catch him some fish to eat. Random bobber for my daughter. 20-pound line. I didn't even know it was in here. So I'll show you one thing that's really nice about this bag is that it actually has like line holders on the inside. It makes for really quick respooling. And that's kind of nice. You can see that there's also little grommets here, so you can actually send the line straight through those holes and respool pretty quickly. So I throw all that back in here. All right, so this is where the mess is going to start. But I know when I was with my dad, I was just throwing things in here just so we can get going. Flip my microphone around for you guys. So this is the other pouch. It's identical to that pouch, I believe. Oh no, it's not. Sorry. This side doesn't have the line spool feature. Only that side does. So I found this brand recently. I really kind of like them. This Authentics. These are some paddle tails. They make something called the Moxie, and you might see on one of my videos there that I caught a pretty good walleye on them, and I've caught walleye a few in the past on the Moxie. I really like this chartreuse and orange color. So when I first started really getting back into fishing, I kind of just went on a Bass Pro and ordered just a ton of like the cheapest baits that they had for sale. So that's kind of what these are. These just kind of like twisty tail worms. I got some craw lures. These I've thrown on like swim jigs and chatterbaits and stuff in the past. I don't even know if these have been opened. These are just another trailer, a little chartreuse and whitetail. I don't use them. They actually probably should just, like, to save room in my bag, these two can both probably just be left out. These are some little trailers that I've used in the past. I've caught a couple bass on those. They're not too bad. These swim baits here, I was talking about that double fluke rig earlier. Oops. So I just use this. So you get two of them and like a swivel inline. One of these days I'll make a video on how to make it. It's pretty cool. But you have two of these, two hooks, everything on the line, and it looks like a small school of fish swimming, and it's really realistic looking. I think it's one of my favorite things to throw. These are just some more craws. Like I said, I bought a bunch of them when I was doing my Bass Pro stuff. Some weird twisty tail things. These are not even open. My brother went to a place that was going out of business, and he bought up the whole store basically, and he gave me these. They probably don't need to stay in the bag either. I've never even opened them. There's a couple more of those authentic things, but I didn't realize I had any left. This is what that Moxie looks like. It's got a little paddle tail. This thing moves. It looks really good in the water, and walleye just eat this thing up. I've caught so many using it. This is a little bit smaller than the one that I've used recently, but they work really, really well. Hey, it wouldn't be a tackle box without some Senkos. Some watermelon Senkos. I don't do a whole lot of just strictly bass fishing unless I'm by myself. I've only caught a couple fish on Senkos. I know it's the one thing everybody does, but I haven't been super successful using them. See a theme. Big fan of the Guggen Squad. At least back in the day, I really like watching Flare. I don't watch too much of the actual Guggen Squad videos as much as I used to. I got some Mondo worms. I like them. This is my second pack of them, I believe. Yeah, there's some weird black and blue. I don't know if you can see those or not. They look like that. I use these as trailers. I have caught quite a few. I have a black and blue chatterbait. That's what they're called. Black and blue chatterbait that I throw one of these on. Pretty good presentation, and I've caught plenty of bass with it. I'll show you. That's the inside of the tackle box. It does have a few pouches in here. Alrighty. I got some more terminal tackle, nothing too special. A few more swim baits and trailers. These guys are huge. I don't even know why I bought these things. I can't catch a fish with these things. The fish in this area don't really get that big. These are from a mystery tackle box that my dad and I just tried doing. Give him some really small hooks. It was a walleye box. My dad and I each got one for, I gave it to him for Father's Day. We'll go up here. This is part of the mess too. So these are one of my favorite lures of all time. You guys have seen me throw these probably every video I've made so far. It's these Berkeley ripple shads. This isn't my favorite color. They have just a black and silver one that they're awesome. You can catch any type of fish that you're trying to catch on these things. I've caught crappie, I've caught bluegill, I've caught bass, walleye, northern. Literally anything will eat these. And this is my all-time favorite lure are these Berkeley ripple shads. So then you'll see I got a few of them. These are a little bit bigger ones. These are the black and silvers. I got a purple and silver one. One year my dad and I went fishing in Pierre, South Dakota, and walleye we just couldn't catch anything. And one guy in a boat says, if you have anything purple, it doesn't matter if it's a purple bead on a walleye spinner, purple jig head, anything purple, and you're gonna catch fish out here. And we switched to something purple, and we started catching them. So ever since then, I always keep something purple in my bag in case the walleye aren't biting. Here's some more of those. These are really, really small ones. Alright, what do we got? That big old fat square bill. My dad actually got this at Walmart for 50 cents on clearance, so he just gave it to me. Some bobbers so I can take my daughter out to the pond. See, I really like Berkeley. Their products are pretty inexpensive and pretty good quality. This is a flicker shad, similar to like a Rapala or whatever, but this specific one is my favorite color that I've ever used, and I've had quite a few of these and finally found one again, so I had to buy it. Some minnow swim baits. My brother gave me those. I don't use them. Some Kraken crawls by Guggen. You put those on the back of a swim jig or something. Shaky headworm. I have caught actually quite a few fish on these. I like them. I don't know. They're kind of nice. Dragon drops. I haven't I don't think even opened this one. But I have caught, like, I caught a catfish once on a drop shot rig, so I haven't explored that option very much. Some bandito bugs. I know these are like Flair's favorite thing in the world to throw, and that's basically the whole reason I got him. He's in Nebraska, I'm in Nebraska, so I thought maybe it would work. Some split shots. So you'll see a lot here. I use a lot of crankbait style baits. Most of them are going to be those Berkeley flicker shads. They are not expensive at all. Some of them are kind of small. This one I don't remember what it is, but this catches crappie like you wouldn't believe. Cheap crappie set from Walmart. Yeah, you can see this is a mess. Look at that. I just untied something and threw it in here. That's one of those. That's the size I prefer for those ripple shads. I really like these smaller sized crankbaits. The fish here they don't get very large that I've ever seen, and this thing gets smashed. They were color coded at one point, like each box had their own color. I won't bother opening this one up, but you see there's some rooster tails. We got a trout pond up here. This one was mostly red at some point in time. You see there's a bunch of different red crankbaits in there. This is my whites and kind of like a natural color here. And the last thing in the top part. Ooh, ow, what's that? Oh, I got hooked. Look, there you go. That's good to find. That's a good find. I didn't know that was in there. I just have a Yum box of random soft plastics, tons of Senkos and stuff in there. See this this tray actually comes out. See, it's just velcroed in. There is more down here. So if I wanted to just stack a bunch of larger little tackle compartments, I could do that. I put that in backwards. That's going to be a pain to get out. So I have a bad habit of just untying things or cutting them off and throwing them in whatever box I have out next, and you'll see that kind of frequently. This has mostly jig heads, all sorts of different shapes and sizes in there. These rooster tails, these are really good for catching trout at my local pond. Some leaders that I use for catching catfish and stuff. This big walking bait that I've literally never used. It was really cheap at Bass Pro. That I kind of went crazy that day. Here's that chatterbait I was talking about. We got a bunch of jigs with trailers on them. Some smaller really small crankbaits, some actual Rapalas, and then more flicker shads and stuff in here. This, I only bought this because it looked cool. It was like $20 or something. It's a crappie colored swim bait from Guggen. I don't know if the fish here are even large enough to attempt to eat that, but I'm gonna give it a try. I tried it a little bit, but where I went it was too weedy to even throw the thing. So you'll see we got a few more few things in here. There's some spinner baits, buzz baits. This is mostly my top water box. I have a couple of these jerk baits just because they wouldn't fit anywhere else. But these whopper ploppers next to those ripple shads, this is what I think is the most fun way to catch a fish. Watching a bass blow up on a whopper plopper or a popper, pretty much any topwater, but specifically these whopper ploppers. This one has probably 200 fish just on this one whopper plopper. So this box, this contains mostly terminal tackle. There's one random thing thrown in there, but that's it. Just a bunch of hooks. There's weights. There's slipper things. My bell for nighttime catfishing when I go with my dad. Give you a quick little glimpse. So you can fit all of this stuff you can fit all that pretty easily in this thing. You know, this, I don't know if it's waterproof or not. It feels waterproof. It looks like mesh, but I don't think it actually is mesh. So you can put a few important things in there. That's usually where I like stick my wallet or my phone or something. Yeah, another one here. There you have it, guys. That's my tackle box tour. You can see I fit a whole lot of stuff in this pretty small tackle box. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and see me put this tackle to use on the next one.